I'm sat in my girlfriend's car. It is a Mitsubishi Colt 1.3 liter ClearTec. Initially, I wanted to name this video, should you buy a Mitsubishi Colt 2010 or not? Now, after having drove it for half an hour, I think I need to change my... Your you piece of... I think I'm gonna change the title of the video, and that will be, you should most certainly buy Mitsubishi Colt 1.3 liter from, I think they started making them from 2009. As this car for the last 4 years had been extremely reliable. And one thing I want to show you, so can you point it towards the dash here where it shows the consumption? 50, I'm not sure if you can see it, 53 miles per gallon. So this is mixed highway and city driving. So that is a very good fuel consumption. Apart from that, the road tax per year is 30, is it 20 or 30 pounds? 30. So the road tax per year is 30 pounds. And also, because it's a small engine, it's not that popular car, I guess, to steal. The insurance is quite low. With her not having that many years of no claim bonus, she's paying around 600 insurance? 400. So the insurance that she's paying is 400 pounds, which is also quite good. And most importantly, the car has been really reliable. We haven't had to do any repairs apart from myself. The gear stick was a little bit stiff, so when you were moving it to gears, it was getting stuck. So for example, if I was in third and then put it back, it's gonna stay in the middle, or if I was on the first and put it back, it would stay here. So this was an easy fix, and I just had to spray some WD-40 in the front there, where it's the linkage of the gears, gear knob and the gearbox. So that was an easy fix. If anyone is driving Mitsubishi Colt, I'm gonna show you how you can do that. But apart from that, when we bought the car, that was 30,000 miles ago, we just had to change the timing belt. Did we change brakes as well at some point?
Don't remember.
I think we changed the brakes. So we changed the disc at the front, and because of the rear is not with disc, it's with these drum brakes, so we had to change some components there. But apart from that, we drove it for 30,000 miles and it's been all fine. And it has the start and stop system, which also helps for the fuel economy. And that, I think, is the other reason why the tax is not too high. It's only 30 pounds per year tax. It has some features such as the auxiliary inputs. Also, it has got air conditioner, which is really nice to have. And one thing that I really like on that car is that it's got the cruise control. So you can, when you're on the highway, you all know what a cruise control is, but basically when you're on the highway, you can set up a speed and it's gonna hold you onto that speed. Now, the only thing that I would have liked and I would have preferred to have, if the gearbox was a 6-speed gearbox instead of 5, that would have contributed more towards the economy, but it's not. But still, we're getting pretty decent economy. 52 miles per gallon mix is quite good. You have also the trip computer. It can show you, apart from the average consumption, it can show you the consumption that you are getting at the moment. It shows you when you need to do the next service. We've got another 5 months, it says here. Obviously the mileage, it shows you the temperature outside, and yeah, so on. The stereo here, there is nothing impressive about a stereo. You've got your radio and CD here. It is an MP3. If still anyone listens to discs, you can burn an MP3 CD and play your favorite music from the CD. You've got electric windows, which is always a bonus. What else have we got here? You can turn on and off the auto stop and go, the stop and go system. You've got your not floodlights, what are these called? Fog lights. You have fog lights, you've got the rear stop light, and it handles all right. It feels a little bit top heavy. It's definitely not a racing car. However, the front of this car looks really cool, and probably that is one of the reasons that I'm so attracted to this car. Apart from that, is very comfortable to drive. Every time I jump in from my Z4 to this car, I'm really happy of driving this car. The position on that car is nice and high for such a small car. You have plenty of space in the inside of the car. You can comfortably drive here for a longer periods of time, especially with the cruise control that helps you cover bigger distances with ease. On the back seat, you can definitely fit two people. By what I see here, okay, so we've got some blankets and the shade for the sun, but that's okay. It's not like we're sleeping in that car, but it's always nice to have a blanket. You can easily fit two grown-ups. And now I think we need to go outside so I can show you what the outside of the car looks like. And here's the front of the car that I was telling you about. There is something mean. It reminds me a lot the Mitsubishi Evolution, especially with that front grille and the lights. It's exactly like the Evolution. Well, exactly, maybe it's an exaggeration, but it is very close to the Evolution. And then when we go on the side, you can see the side profile, and here are the wheels. Oh, the other thing that we did is actually change the tires. So we've just recently bought these what are those? Goodyear Efficient Grip Performance. So it's not like this car deserves performance tires, but we need to make sure my girlfriend is nice and safe, so we always make sure we have good tires, and these ones are tires that I can recommend. The tire size on that car is 195/50 15-inch, and these tires actually have very little tire roll noise. Here is a sign that a girl is driving the car, so yeah, she tried to take a tight turn a little bit tighter than she had to. And here is the drum brakes. So inside here there is those claws or something that squeezes actually expands so the car can brake. And here is the back of the car. It looks rather nice. It's interesting car. It's 2010. I think they go up to 2011 or 2012 from 2009. And the two-door version, in my opinion, just looks better, especially from that rear side angle. Let's see, where is the thing? Okay, so here you need to push to the side. Oh, another thing that we changed is the battery. So this is new, the battery is new, and you can see from where it's been bought. And here is the engine. So it's a 1.3 liter ClearTec engine. Very good, reliable engine. As I said, for 30,000 miles we haven't had any problems. We're just every 6,000 miles we're changing the oil filter, which costs about 100 pounds. So for the oil, I think we spent 70 pounds, and the oil filter and the air filter are around 30 pounds. And here is the boot. So this is the oil actually that we're using. So it's Shell Helix Ultra 0W20. And that is how big the boot is. So you can fit, if it's laying down, you can fit one small travel bag, and then on top of it you can fit some soft bags. So it's not a big boot. I'm gonna write down here how many liters the boot is. It's not big boot, but then the rear seat is rather large. Okay, let's close it now. And another thing that I did to that car is put some auto deadening in the doors, and that actually vastly improved the road noise that you were getting before. So now the car feels much quieter, and also the stereo sounds better, as these doors are rather large and they were so hollow, and the metal with all the Japanese cars, they have, I think the metal that they use is just a little bit thinner than on the German cars. I don't know if that's the case or I'm just making that up, but what I did is put some auto deadening in the doors and on some of the panels at the back, and that definitely improved the sound insulation. So these are the things that I did to the car. Is there anything else? Oh yes, I did the ceramic coating on that car, and not too long after that there's a scratch that appeared on the rear arch on the back there on the passenger side. So yeah, the ceramic coating doesn't save you from getting those scratches apparently. Who would have known?
I saw that in your car now with the poor animal.
Ah, the poor animal jump into my car. Poor car. I don't want to think about it.
Poor animal.
We didn't even get to eat some venison. We just anyway, so that was the review of the Mitsubishi Colt 1.3 liter ClearTec. You should definitely buy this car if you're considering buying a small car within the 2,000 pounds budget, and small used car within that budget. Actually, you can definitely not buy a new car in that budget, so it has to be used. And I couldn't even thought of any better car in that price bracket this year, with that many features and so cheap to run and so reliable. So yeah, go ahead and buy this car. Bye bye.